Today I'm celebrating Tommy Cooper, a comedy legend from the United Kingdom. Probably most people from other countries will have no idea who it is I'm talking about. He was a man who was really famous during the 60s and 70s and into the 80s, who was absolutely hilarious. He would have had this whole country in hysterics because he obviously was appearing on television and on stages at a time when there were only 2 or 3 or 4 television channels. So it's the sort of he would have been witnessed by millions of people, and therefore at the same time, and so therefore it's hard to separate him from the culture of these British Isles, where so many people would have been laughing at the television screens at the same time. He was a unifying force. He's the sort of person that people at work the following day would have been saying, "Oh, did you see Tommy last night? Oh my goodness." What a legend he was. He was so funny. He was a magician who made his shtick about being a bad magician, even though he had the capacity for conjuring illusions. His joke was him doing it extremely badly, and he was so funny and pretended to be so awful in the things that he did that it led to a really tragic ending. I mean, tragic, beautiful in a strange kind of way, because he would have died listening to the sound of a crowd in just absolute uproar, hysterical laughter at him dying, because he died on stage having a heart attack, and the audience was so persuaded that he was feigning a heart attack that he actually died in front of everybody. And it's really crazy to imagine what that must have been like, to have been there, to suddenly, to be there for the dawning of the realization that no, he's actually dead. Now, it's awful. He probably wanted help at that time, and yet he died to the sound of laughter. It's really difficult to know what to make of it. But he was a gift to this country. He was a gift to all the people whose days he brightened with his beautiful humour. He was one of those people that could make fun out of anything without having to offend anybody. Not that I believe that laughter and comedy shouldn't be offensive, because I believe that it's the role of a comedian to be able to point out things that the culture can't necessarily see or hear about itself. But he was one of those people, perhaps like Peter Kay, who just seems to be able to find those aspects of our life that are overlooked and really capture a very deep vein of what it is to be human. So today I'm celebrating Tommy Cooper.